Yo, good morning. It's your boy Mike Nice the Barber. We are out here once again with the morning check-in. I've been checking in, but I ain't been in my studio, man. I'm in the studio today. Finally got it back. We back. Feeling good. What's going on, everybody? We all working. We out here working. If you're not checking it right now, you see a little bit later. Type yo in the comment box just to let me know you tapped in. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. And I answer all my comments, so it's all good. It's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to everybody and all the soldiers that served. It's Memorial Day. So let's show some love. Show some love, man, and get this thing going. Now, Mooch, good morning. What's good? Just here working, man. Just getting it together. Still going. Don't stop. You can't stop, Mooch. You got to keep on going. Even though the Knicks lost, we're going to keep on going. Keep making it happen. So So last week, right, I was just posting talking about, what you're gonna do, what your next 5 years look like, and that's a legit question. What's your next 5 years look like? What you doing? Yo, good morning. Um, you gotta have a plan. You gotta keep going. If you're just gonna get stuck and stop and not do nothing, can't do that. You gotta keep going, and you gotta get your plan together because it can't look like nothing. It gotta look like something. So get your pen and pad out, start writing that stuff down. And we got this platform here where I've seen people come around. I've seen people like in the store and stuff, and they say, "Yo, Mike, yo, Rap." They say, "Yo, Mike, I've been watching you, and I'm about to do this, and I'm about to do that." So we gotta keep encouraging each other, man. Stay encouraged. Memorial Day, Rap. What you got? What you got today? I feel good, man. I woke up today. I'll tell you that. We woke up to another great day, another week to get it done all over again, to start it off and get some things going. Because that's the goal, is to change and evolve, right? Yo, good morning. It's to change and evolve. And I think a lot of people aren't doing that. They kind of stuck. Rav, don't get stuck. But you say you doing different things to change, to not change, because that's the wrong word, but to keep going, right? And to build. That's the goal, is to build and have more. Not be stuck in doing the same old things. Gotta evolve, man. But people would be like every day, they're cleaning my other glass. people doing the same thing over and over and don't have any idea what their next move is gonna be. That's not a plan. You're not doing nothing. Miss Nash, good morning. You're not doing nothing if you don't make a plan. Like what are we doing here? What are we gonna do? Gotta have some plans, man. Look like Dallas ready to sweep. Ant-Man, all that big time talking about Ant-Man ain't got no help. He did have help, but I think yo, good morning. I think Kyrie and Luca, man, those and the rest of them together, like the people that are helping, they are like the role players. They playing their role. They're good big men, and it's looking kind of like they pulling out the ginger ale, and the Schweppes is coming. That's what it looked like. Good morning. Melly, good morning. Still going. We're still out here. Still making it happen. And I definitely, we can't stop. Just can't stop. You got to keep pushing. There's a lot of times, right? Now I'm jumping around a little bit, but sometimes you right there. Sometimes you right there, and we give up, and you can't do that. Nah, you got to keep going. Just like the Knicks, we didn't give up. We just got hurt and keep going. Right? Good morning. Good cup of coffee in the morning. I think I'm going to a Memorial Day. What y'all got for the weekend? I mean, well, for today, not even for the weekend. What y'all got for today? That's the question. What are we doing? Prince Matt, Minister, good morning. It's Memorial Day, man. And, it's good to have a day off. I wanted to have a day off, but with little kids, it never stops. But I was talking to my boy, I was talking to the other KD yesterday, and we was talking about like what's really important. And I think family is one of the most important things. I think family is important. I mean, that's like I got finished saying, like, what is the plan? Like, I'm still stuck on that. What's the plan, like, for the next 5 years? Or like, what are we going to be doing? That's the question. Like, what are we going to be doing? Seriously, what are you living for? Like, I talked to Prince, you know, we was talking one day and he said, yo, all he wanted to ever do was have a purpose, right? That's all he ever wanted to do was have a purpose in life right now. And that's something to think about. What is your purpose out here? No, but do people know what their purpose is? Like, do they know? Do you know what your purpose is? You want to have one, but do you know what it is? Good morning. What are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do out here? Like, I don't. So I always use me as an example. I don't want to do the same things every day without a purpose, right? You got to get up with a purpose in life. You know, it's not just going to work. It's more than that. So that's again, what does the next 5 years look like? Are you going to be doing the same things over and over? I hope not. I don't want. I don't want to do the same thing over and over. I just can't do that. Tap in, tap in, and share. Everybody share. What is next? What is the next move? What are we doing? What is the next move? What's the next move for the check-in? Gotta figure that out. Besides being on Twitch, real love. Besides being on Twitch, and we gotta figure out how we get to the radio. That's what I want to figure out. How do I get to the radio station and then I can play music and stuff like that, like and talk like that kind of stuff. And it's not easy. Rock, what you talking about? World domination. The next step is world. KD. What's next? What is next? Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. What's next for everybody? KD. This is part 2 of our conversation. What's next? What are we doing next? can't be the same things over and over. It has to be more. And this has to sit with everybody. Like, it's really something to think about. You know, like, yeah, like when your kids are getting older and getting out the way, you know, what's next after that? What's your life gonna be like? These questions that have to sit with you, and you really got to think about that, man. Yo, good morning. Want to open this other business? That's what I want to be in. You know, and have a thriving business in the next 5 years. Another one. Another one. That's the thing, yo. Good morning. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we gonna do? Tap in. Prince, tap in, man. What you got this morning? You know, you probably laying in the bed too, man. You ain't got no work to do. Everybody's off. It's rainy here in Georgia, but it's gonna clear up and it's gonna be a 90-degree day today. Yo, good morning.
What's good, man? Come on. Get up.
What's good, man?
Oh, man.
Raining out there?
Right now.
What the weather look like out there?
Right now, it's raining. Right now, it's raining outside, but it's supposed to get better. It was beautiful yesterday.
Yeah, same thing here. Cousin, good morning.
What's good, though?
Just trying to still figure out, man, what the next 5 years looks like for everybody. Like planting that seed, you know, of not doing the same things over and over and having accomplishments and not being Groundhog Day every single day. Yeah. El, good morning, El.
I agree. I think that instead of like the actual physical thing, like what it want to look like, I think that we got to prepare for it emotionally. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna feel in the next 5 years? Are you going to feel the same way you feel now? You know what I'm saying? How do you react to certain things? How is your family dynamics looking? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you talk about like goals and aspirations, automatically we think that in 5 years, oh, I'm gonna have a house, or I'm gonna have a new job, or I'm gonna have a new car. I don't think that that's the planning for me. For me, I want to be in a good place emotionally in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in a good place where I know that what I'm doing is worth something. What I'm doing is valuable to my family. What I'm doing is valuable to me. And then all of the other things is going to eventually, hopefully, because I don't know, fall in place. If not, when I was listening to you earlier, I started having anxiety.
Why?
Automatically, because I don't know what 5 years is going to look like for me. You know what I'm saying? I got an idea. I mean, I'm on track. You know what I'm saying? But tracks go off course. You know what I'm saying? People go off course, and there be other type of things that will get in your way. So, as a black man in America, what I have known and have lived through is that even though you might have a straight course, you might have the navigation to get somewhere, there's always a roadblock. So I think that the main thing for me is preparing emotionally for roadblocks, knowing that these things may not happen the way I want them to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I like the idea of what you're saying. I like the idea of having an idea of what that happen looks like, what it entails. And it should be physical. It should be like you should have some goals or where you want to be, what you want to be doing in 5 years. Because 5 years is damn near 2030. And realistically, we never even talked about 2030, what 2030 looks like, what 2030 entails. You know what I'm saying? And in 5 years, we're going to be probably closer to 60 than we are to 50.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
Real close to it.
So, we haven't like really discussed retirement because just like Elle and myself, we started working very late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in some cases, Elle and myself, the planning has to be doubled up. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to accomplish in 25 years, Mike, we might want to accomplish in 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit more complex for us. But I'm here to say and give you true testament that everything we're talking about is doable. Absolutely doable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem working twice as hard. I don't have a problem with putting 16 hours in instead of 8 hours in. I don't have a problem with working on the weekends and not taking a day off. You know what I'm saying? Because I got an end goal. And the end goal for me is to be in a place emotionally where I can set the tone to leave a legacy. That's my purpose right now. You know what I'm saying? Where I can set the tone, leave a legacy. I got a grandson who likely gonna need me. It's in Baltimore. I got two granddaughters who's likely gonna need me. I got 2 children in my house who's likely gonna need me. You know what I'm saying? Got a wife who's likely gonna need me, gonna need direction. So I have to make sure that if I plan on being in that nucleus and being the head of that nucleus, I gotta think for a lot of people. I know it's long, but you asked me to come on, nigga. What up, Al? What's up? The waves are spinning today. You did a lot of brushing last night. No.
Yo, what's up, Al? You just got up?
Yeah.
Thought you'd be up at 4:30 a.m.
Not at this. Now, you saw Dallas put that work in last night. But anyway, I only said Dallas and Boston. I don't know half. I don't, forgot half of stuff. I only said Dallas and Boston 6 months ago. But go ahead. No, I just had a rough night. Just trying to catch up on some much needed rest. So I went to sleep kind of late. So I've been up for a while. I was just laying down, about to start packing. I'm going to Chicago tomorrow.
For work?
Yeah.
Ah, man, it started, boy. You are working, brother. New position.
Yep. Yeah, I got to go to Albany tomorrow. Legislation, man. I'll be there for 2 days.
Clay, what up? Good morning. Yeah.
You doing the community not cages thing? Nah. I'm lobbying for keep police radios open for citizens. Some governmental relationships that I gotta solidify tomorrow. They call pink slips, where you go around to all offices now and get them to sign on to the bill. Yeah, it's like a guerrilla campaign to get them to agree. Once they sign on, then they gotta get up and vote. You know what I'm saying? Like they endorsing it. So shout out to everybody that's on that didn't have to go to work today, that was waiting to get on with us, because sometimes they don't have the time. They be on the train, they be traveling, they be at work early, so they can't really listen to us. So I'm glad that we got people that want to tune in today that I've never saw before. Cool Clavin.
Clavon.
Donna Washington, I think that's my nephew.
Clavon.
That's BU.
Is
Donna Washington, okay.
From the neighborhood, from your neighborhood, another person that you don't know. So like I said, you don't know nobody in the neighborhood.
Fashion. Oh, Fashion is my guy.
I don't get it. But Clay is a master. He has a green thumb. He's a master, farmer. You know what I'm saying? Master. That's good. I need some tips from him. Yeah, because I seen your backyard. I love everything y'all doing. Definitely stand up. I'm presently at work.
Watching, make sure you share people, tell them to tap on. We want them to come on.
Can you tell them? You tell him?
Oh, man, Jamel, he just got hired. He's gonna be working with me. I'm gonna be supervising. We was talking prior to his interview, and he was telling me that you probably know him too, Prince. He's from Queens.
No, he don't know about the Queens. He don't know. He only know about.
He's like, yeah, you know my man Kev? That's my boy, man.
My man, he don't know
let
nobody.
Kev tap in. Tell Kev to tap in the experience that we had together, because I had an opportunity to take a whole team with me to California and introduce citizens to California. We was in Compton. We was in Hollywood. We was hey, I care about that. You know what I'm saying? When I took the brothers to Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your little star, your little star, Walk of Fame. Yeah, I got my star and everything out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, good morning.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got a guy, and I took the brothers that was close to me. I took them with me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kev, we worked in Newark for a little while together. When we introduced Citizen in Newark. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that I can say is that, like, it's a blessing to be a blessing when you can, like, help brothers. You know what I'm saying? Now brothers is on their feet doing their thing. There's no better feeling, because everybody needs that, like, you know, that first step, man. You know what I mean? That first, you know, but opportunity to get some bread. It was beautiful. And travel, all for free. Yeah.
Yo, Clay. Let's see if Clay. Yo, Clay. What happened? Clay posted something. He posts his messages on TikTok and Facebook, and I'm wondering what be going on that you go on these rants and have to say stuff. Like, what happened? It's never clear to me, but I know it's a lot of bitch assness out there with these guys, and I know you be having issues with them. I'm wanting to know. I mean, wanting to know the details, man.
KD said you took him to 42nd Street.
Stop.
All you gotta do is ask him. All you gotta do is ask him shiny fruit face. All you gotta do is ask him. Ask Kev. Darling, space basketball, Roy Wilkins. You know what I'm saying? Man, Charlie.
Well, that's one person you know from Queens.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie was probably one of my first basketball coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Kurt. Hey, yo, Kurt. What up, cousin?
That ain't Kirk Cousins.
So I just bring up that stuff with like having a 5-year plan. It doesn't have to be a 5-year plan. I'm just saying what does everyone's future look like instead of being Groundhog Day? Every day you wake up doing the same thing over and over. Can't live life like that, man. That's not I mean, you can do what you want, but living life like that, what makes life worth living if you're gonna do the same things over and over? Like, think about it like this, right? You get out of high school, and then you find your way. If you're gonna go to college, or you're gonna just get a city job, or try to be an entrepreneur, whatever have you. You do that, and then by the time you're 30, life starts for you, and that's it. What are you gonna do? Rebuttals to BS doesn't be necessary. The answers won't let me stay still. Okay, I got you. It's just it seems more to life than just going to dinner. That we going to dinner, going to the club. Like, what's going on? Barbecue.
What's your take, Dale? What's your take on the 5-year plan? Do you have one? Maybe I should ask that.
Or where you want to be in 5 years? That's the question.
So I have goals.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have a time frame for them. I think adjusting to being out here for me is just basically having the discipline and having the sometimes you got to dig in and stay in your ground on your day-to-day life so you won't get sidetracked. I came home with a list of things to do. I've accomplished 99% of them. I wouldn't say a 5-year plan. It's not a 5-year plan.
It don't have to be 5 years though.
Yeah. So I have things that I wanna do and I wanna accomplish. It's it's like for me is a little, I won't say tough, but trying to organize it and because of certain things that I have to do first. There's certain I have to get a good footing, a good foundation, and then start building on that. Right?
Well,
It's because it's one thing to have a goal, whether it's 5 year, 10 year, whatever, and then what's next, right? It's the having a plan, and it's more about putting the pieces together for like a legacy.
I mean, when
And
you in motion though, you like,
yeah,
and I'm really talking to the people that don't think about this, like they're not doing anything, and they letting life pass them by, right?
mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that, so I think out loud, and you know, regurgitate it to other people. Like I tell them, this stuff to think about because you'll just sit around, and then you 70, and then you're like, yo, I wish I could have, I wish I would have. That ain't it, man.
That's what scares me. You know what I'm saying? That's what scares me. I don't want to be 70 and still looking for another 5 year plan. Another 5 years. You know
Right.
That's where the anxiety comes in at. When you speak about goals and plans, right? When I first came home, I was doing construction. Like that was the worst thing I could ever do. I only did it for a few weeks. So I had to go pick the guy up that got me the job. I had to go pick him up, right? Because he didn't have money to get to work. He got me the job. So he lived on Suffolk, so I'm picking him up, and I'm in the house waiting for him. And his nephew comes down the stairs, and he's like, "Yo, show him what you do." So yeah, he's like, "Good morning, everybody. My name is Rasheen, and I'm having a hard time. This and that, this and that." Like his pitch was so crazy that I wanted to go in my pocket and give him $5. That's how his pitch was, right? And his ultimate goal was to get up every day. He lives in a house with this guy. Get up every day, go to Parsons and Archery, get on the E train, and ride the E train for the next 8 hours begging for money. He wasn't even homeless. You know what I'm saying? And he said that his ultimate goal, his ultimate thing was to get about $60, $70 so he can get Chinese food, some weed, and get up and do it the next day. So if having a goal doesn't necessarily mean that they're good ideas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Having a 5 year plan, so some people like, yo, I'm about to start scamming today, and in the next 5 years, I'm gonna have this, and that. So I don't think I think like I was saying in the beginning, I think that the thing is, which is most important, is the emotional plan. So how you gonna think? What are you thinking like now, and what are you gonna be thinking like in the next 5 years? Are you harming yourself?
See that part kind of confuses me a little bit, like having an emotional plan. Like it all coincides together. It seemed like.
Yeah, I think that you got to be. I think that you got to be fully locked in. You know what I'm saying? And like because you got to prepare, man. You got to prepare for obstacles that you're not ready for. Like Elder ran on a plane right now, and I'm sure when he came home, he had things like that. 1% is probably that obstacle that he's talking about that he didn't comment. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably had a 2 year plan. Like the next 2 years, I'm gonna have my license. I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna have a place to stay. I'm gonna have the clothes I need. But then there was a wrench. Some plans are smooth because you're not helping.
Well, I want to open up another business, brick and mortar. I don't want to just be in the trailer really no more.
You're gonna open up another business, not one.
Right, but that's a goal. I'm thinking about. See, I want to, but I have to be 100% in because if I go, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be the right thing because this will probably be. Like I said, I probably want to open up another barbershop, but I do want to. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be something that it's not just dependent on haircuts. It has to be more than that. You can't just depend on the labor of people getting haircuts and then collecting booth rent or whatever have you. It can't be that because it just ain't enough for me. It needs to be more than that. So I have a few ideas and I have planted seeds to a few people that I want to be involved already. Just like one or two, not really a lot. So that's one of my things. Like in the next 2 years, like that has to happen for me. That's just one thing. But I got little kids. They're gonna be teenagers in the next 5 years. They're gonna be my son. He'll be like 13, and my daughter's gonna be 18, 17. So what are they gonna do? And then once they leave the nest, what is me and my wife gonna do? All those things I think about, and I want to be prepared for that. And then you think like, talking about retirement and stuff like that. Like I ain't gonna retire in 5 years, but you want to be able to have your finances in order to be making money while you're sleeping. Like you don't really want to have to work to depend on finances to sustain a certain lifestyle. So then you start thinking about, well, what kind of lifestyle you want to live in a few years or 5 years or 10 years, what you plan to be doing. So you got a goals, and then you got to move the goalposts. Then I say short steps equal to long strides. That's why I always say that. So it's a lot to think about, but that's why I'm saying it so people can, start thinking. You just let people just letting life pass them by, and then it's gonna knock you across your head in 10 years, and you can be like, well, what was I doing all that time? Emotionally too, right?
I still haven't figured out the entrepreneur thing yet. Like I'm just still trying. You know what I'm saying? I always have these ideas and I go try it and I invest in it. I still haven't figured out, even with the car wash, even with the success I got from the car wash, I feel that I didn't truly figure out the business side of it yet to have it sustain without me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wash cars when so much my hands locked up, and I didn't want to do that no more. I didn't want to feel like that no more. I didn't want to have to be the only one that the customers come. That's the only time they come is when I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. I didn't want that in my car wash. You know what I'm saying? So I try all these things. Like I try the clothing line. I got the stage. I got the 360 camera. I try all these things because I haven't figured out what you're talking about is how to make that residual income while I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? I had this idea just to piggyback what you're saying about the barbershop. When I wrote it in my black book, was just like this VIP style barbershop where a person could have like platinum status where they could just buy the chair. So now the person buys the chair. So I don't care what time of the day, what day of the week. If a person sends somebody to that chair, Mike, they got to get a haircut. What they paid for. You know what I'm saying? So that person you get like say like people at 4 o'clock Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? Or 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, I don't care who he sends to your barbershop, they can get a official cut because they paying, let's say, $700 a month. Or you know what I'm saying? That is like a VIP where, where they own that seat for that time. So now they like actually have like a personal, it's like a whole different level of barbering. But you got to be somebody great. You got to be somebody like you that they're gonna say, "No, I'm gonna send my nephew over there. I'm sending my son over there. I'm sending, you know what I'm saying? Like so, at 4 o'clock, I don't care if you got anybody watching. Nobody can get a cut. That side is open. You know what I'm saying? I had that idea because I wanted to have like 10 to 12 official barbers, and they all had slots. And now them barbers don't have no. They ain't got to worry about getting paid. They ain't got to worry about none of that. People already paid for those time slots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what else you gonna provide for them? That's the thing. Like if you are the owner, like the gravy, what's gonna be the gravy? And the gravy meaning the spillover, those extras, that money that you can put in the bank and petty cash and do what you want with it and experiment and open business up and what if it fails and stuff like that. Good morning, fellas. This is where I'm at now. What's my next move? I'm trying to figure out an exit plan. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
usually with stuff like that, you gotta have a physical product. Whether you come up with your own wave grease, whether you come up with your own facial cream, you know what I'm saying, like KD uses, whether you come up with, you know what I'm saying. Usually, you gotta have a physical product to go along with the product that you're getting. Usually, you know what I'm saying, because it's hard to sell anything virtual these days because most of that stuff is free now. You know what I'm saying. So usually, you gotta have something, some type of experience that you can sell them along with. You know what I'm saying. That's what they coming to buy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you're gonna have an espresso shop in the barbershop with you. I don't know if you're gonna have, you know what I mean? I don't know which, if you're gonna have
Well,
something.
you the coffee espresso man, so I assume you would.
I'll probably have an espresso shop in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? But my espressos will be different. Then at a certain time, after hours, I might have something different in the barbershop. You know what I mean? I might have, you know, who knows? I don't know.
So, um, what's my next move? I'm trying to figure out an exit plan. So trying to figure that out is the questions are: what do you want? Where do you want to be? And what do you want to have going on? So you got to answer those questions before you can get to what's your next move on how to get there. You got to figure out what you want your life. Do you want to be sitting outside on your porch drinking lemonade and not doing nothing? How you going to be able to do that and sustain and not just depend on that check, Social Security check?
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal for me is financial freedom. I want to be able to do what I want, go what I want, do as I please when I feel like it.
But that's everybody.
That's the ultimate goal for me.
That's everybody.
I
Right?
mean, that should be at the top. How do you get to financial freedom? How do you get to a place where, like, you know, like a property I'm in right now, right? Like, I don't have financial freedom, but I'm halfway there because I have a tenant who pay half my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't have to worry about mortgage, that's another thing, another financial part of freedom that I have established. So I can now, if I can establish something else, so you know, we have pay space where we rent our backyard out. You know what I'm saying? If we can get that going to a point where that's just paying the mortgage now, there's financial freedom when you have to worry about the house and the taxes. Now you do something else. You go get another one. You know what I mean? You go get another property or something like property is good in business because it does make you money, but still people don't understand that you have to sustain and maintain that property. So they're like, oh, he get rent, yeah, but that shit goes back into it. And you might end up with $50 in one after you get the money for the property. You know what I'm saying? So it's $50 extra, and you do have equity, but it doesn't mean that you're making a lot of money. You have to have an abundance of them, and that $50 have to accumulate times 10.
That does depend on how you using your property, how you are renting it. That depends on that because, and I always say this, I'll never rent again. Well, good morning. I'll never rent to a family again for a property unless they all renting rooms. That's the only way.
Why is that, Mike?
Because you're gonna make more money renting rooms. You know what I'm saying? You make more money that way because so we all got rooms, right? You got a room for me. L got a room for me. Rab got a room for me. That's three bedrooms. That's $800 a month per person. You know what I'm saying? So 8 times 3 is 24. That's $2,400 a month. You made off that property already. So you're already doing better than renting to a family anyway. You know what I'm saying? Doing that. But if L does not agree with something and I have to like evict him, I gotta go through that process. That's 45 days. In Atlanta, that's Georgia, that's 45 days. New York, I ain't even trying to do that because squatters' rights and all that nonsense. So you gotta think about that. So imagine if you got a family that's doing these squatters' rights, then you're in the red because you're paying your mortgage. You gotta pay your mortgage. And you're paying it. They're not paying it. So at least with rooms, I only got to worry about L, and then you and Rab still flowing in the crib. We still getting that money. So it just depends on how you're going to rent. And the way the world is going now, everybody's going to be renting. You know, if they can't afford, they're going to be renting. Just going to be renting, moving around. So you got to think about that. So it depends on how you're going to do it. That's the thing.
If I was to rent every room in his individually, I'll probably have like maybe 7,000-8,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
You imagine that? That makes your stomach like, oh, yo, what am I doing? Furnish it. You furnish the room. You give them a TV, and you good. But you're gonna have some headaches. You're gonna have some headaches because you gotta pick the right people. But I'm not. I'm
looking to like I want to go to where like PA or like where they got a college at and just rent to college students.
Yep, that works.
That's college students coming in. You give them a lease, you give them a lease for the semesters, and you renewing the lease. You know what I'm saying? Every semester you got new college students coming in, and you do good for them. You make sure it's really nice. Make sure they got a nice area where they can study and eat together, stuff like that. And they leave the message, and you just keep going. You know, that's
it's gonna grow.
Yeah, that's one of my goals that I want to have something next to where there's a college and it's only meant to students.
That's it. So that's another way. You know, it's just so many different ways. But for me, real estate has always been the answer to me. Not always, but I always knew it. But to act on it was something different. Leilani, good morning. But I think that's like, it ain't foolproof. If you got a plan, it's kind of foolproof. If you don't have a plan and you just, like most people do, they just jump in and just buy something and be like, it's gonna work, but they don't have a plan. That ain't gonna, you're gonna wind up losing that crib.
Like today, Mike, if you was to work today, haircut should be double. You know what I'm saying? Haircut should be double. Like I'm like, I need a haircut that I gotta go work tomorrow. I probably can't get a haircut because nobody's gonna work today. Everybody's gonna be sitting around waiting for somebody to have a barbecue.
Right.
You know what I mean? And shout out to the veterans. Shout out to all the veterans
David,
who was in the trenches and who lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for freedom. Shout out to them. That's why we celebrate today. And most people don't know that we're having a barbecue and we dancing and we drinking and we doing that, but somebody died.
Lost a limb.
It's a repast for veterans. You know what I'm saying? And we should acknowledge that and pay homage to those who lost their life. And my pops was a veteran. My pops didn't die in the war. My pops died as a result of the war. My pops got a heroin addiction when he went over to Vietnam and came back over here and overdosed. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same, but it's as a result.
As a result, yeah. And he served. And he served in Vietnam. That was something.
Yeah. He got a dishonorable discharge. You know what I'm saying? He got basically. He's like me. He got kicked out. He's not welcome in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? And came back with an addiction. He was very young. My pops died at 30 years old.
Where?
30.
How old were you?
I was. I get mixed. I get one. Some say I'm 3. Some say I was 4. But I gotta get the exact date. I'm not sure the year.
Yeah. What's up with your brother in Carolina? Your brother you brought on.
Oh yeah. That you never met. His mom's is in the hospital. Jamel. He's going through some stuff. His mom's had heart bypass, and he's been in the hospital for like 2 weeks. She had open heart surgery, so he's like, I think he might have lost his job by being at his bedside with his moms. They didn't understand it. They didn't care about none of that.
Yeah.
They don't care. And that's another thing. Like when you get these things, you have these, everything is going smooth, and you driving, then you catch a flat. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Well, I hope that people that listen today will take heed to thinking about their future, because we didn't at 21, I wasn't thinking about 22, 23. I wasn't thinking about 20 years. People were saying it to me, but I wasn't thinking about that. And it wasn't because I didn't think I was going to be here. I just was, life's going to be better anyway. So life is going life, and it's going to be good. Not that it's bad, it's not. But financially, you want to be like, have $1 million, sitting in the bank that you can just at your disposal. You want that, but
nope. Nobody's sitting here on this panel can wake up tomorrow and say, I ain't going.
Nobody. I ain't going to work.
I ain't going before where you going? Work outside. You cannot say I ain't going. You can't just stay in the house and lock the door and just say I ain't going. You have to go do something. And that's how life is designed for us right now. And we want to get to a point where I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going is that freedom. You know what I mean? That we don't have that. We still to this day don't have that freedom. And I understand we got to work hard for. I ain't going. So I'm working hard for. I ain't going.
Yeah, I don't feel like it today. I just ain't going.
Yeah,
can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
I quit. You can, but where's that gonna lead you?
There's consequences and circumstances. There's repercussions. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, what up, T? Um, yeah. Yo, hey, Clay. One day you gotta tap in and show the farm, man. Yeah, he got this prop. Yo, you should see the field. You should see the watermelons that he posts all the time, man. Seeds, man, seeds, not the seedless stuff that L buys at his local key food. Not like that.
ain't nobody want to be spitting on those seeds anyway.
Met food. Yes, you do.
Bro.
Look, there we go.
I don't eat no fake fruit that don't got seeds in it.
No Monsanto. No GMO.
Absolutely not. You see your boy Kyrie?
Oh yeah. I used to cut his hair when he was like 2.
Well, he went off.
Yeah. Teachers from the barber, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you make sure you do good, then you act like he don't know me no more. Leilani, oddly enough, he's in North Carolina too, by the way.
Oh.
Cool Claymon. He out there in NC somewhere running around, getting to it, growing, healthy.
That's a good term,
growing. You know what I'm saying? He's growing and everything is growing. You know what I'm saying?
I want to grow.
Put some yellow watermelon in the dirt yesterday. See that? And he's like, he make the sour sop, make the drinks and sea moss and all that stuff. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I planted watermelon at my last crib, and it started going crazy. That's why we like ripped it up, because it started going crazy. The vines crazy, like they take over. Watermelons take over. You need space for it. I ain't have the space. I ain't know them. Strawberries too. Yeah, they take over. You know what I'm saying? But we got a garden down the back right now. Peppers and stuff, jalapenos and stuff like that.
You just testing it out? Is your first rodeo with that?
Yeah. Nah, it's been a few years, 3 years. We grow stuff every year and we eat it. Cabbage and
vines is bananas. What do you mean vines is bananas?
Who said that?
It's like Clay. He said vines is bananas. Vines is banana. Oh, vines. All right, mad vines. They go crazy. Right? They go crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking banana like the fruit. Like, yo,
it's crazy. You see, like, how do you, like, it's just the work, like, just how do you see something from a little seed, a little tiny seed, next thing you know, you got 100 big balls. You know what I'm saying?
Look at L face. L.
How do you get food out of it?
Yo, you know
how do you get a whole
watermelon? You know what's funny? That day, we was talking about the prostate and all that. You said, "Yo, who's your insurance?" He said, "That shit was funny." Like, my fault. I keep thinking about it.
He digressed, Al.
That shit was funny, man. I remember that. Because L was like, nah, they use a different device now. They no hands or nothing. They doing this and that. And you was like,
yeah, they ain't no finger action, none of that.
Yo, what kind of insurance you got?
They got that high tech insurance. He's going in, they just scan you and ban you, girl.
Yeah.
Scan. Oh, yo, I spoke to Steve yesterday.
Yo, Steve supposed to call him.
I spoke to him too. I think he got mad. And,
why?
Because he asked me, I told you I was going to connect him with my lawyer. And I connected him and they spoke. So he told him, what he could do for him. And of course, Steve he's still in panic mode.
Yeah.
And not understanding that it's a process, things take time, and you need the right people to, help you out in your situation. Because his situation is bigger than the average situation. You dig what I'm saying? And so, he had called me. I gave him his number. They had talked.
But he called me yesterday. And he asked me if I spoke to him. So I was like, no, I didn't speak to him. He was like, all right, bye. Like this.
He ain't had time. You know, he got a few minutes.
No, so he had, so he called to ask me a question about legal mail, and I was telling him how to go about that because he was trying to. He said they had some program you could get in to get released early, so he wanted to write. I think he said the warden or the captain, whoever was running the program.
Oh, that's what he said. Yeah, he told me that he had to write the warden.
Yeah. So
he called me because they did the post article about him in the post. So he wanted me to send it to GK, and he want GK to share it around because he think that's going to get to the mayor, and the mayor going to tell the commission to get one part in and this and that. So I shared it, and I told GK what he said. But Steve or anybody else is listening for Steve, you got to sit your ass down.
Right.
Right now, you got to sit your ass down and let whatever's going to play out, play out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the average case. You're not the average person. People is talking about you. You're saying you was in the post yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So people are talking about you. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, how long is it going to take to get a pardon? You're going to get a pardon a week before your release? Like, just sit down, man. Just sit down.
So he wouldn't even get a pardon. That's not on the city.
I mean, level. I'm just saying. City time. I mean, I just mean like get out.
Yeah, he got city time. What, if anything, relief he could get is a suspension of his sentence. That's what. I mean, and at the end of the day,
and that has to come from that same judge who can't stand him.
And not only that, you looking at it talking about the mayor. You got Adams is a cop. Like, really?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Like and you know what I mean. But that judge, bro, that judge was talking. Yeah. The judge was like so pro police, so anti Steve.
Yeah.
He's not even going to consider that. He's going to have to go through high courts. Yeah. And he is likely to get a reversal or charges dropped after he gets out.
Right.
Yeah. And that's where his relief going to come from.
You know what I'm
saying? Even like if the process, the appeal process takes longer just to get calendared. Takes longer than the amount of time he has.
18 months.
Yeah.
18 months too.
So I think
calendar date to get it when they call it an oral argument. They call it an oral argument. To get an oral argument, it's going to take like 18 months.
Yeah. So
somebody goes in front of the court to the judge, Mike, and says like this happens, and now the clerk, not even the judge, the clerk has to accept the argument and say, okay, we're going to set a date now.
Yeah. That's to get calendared, and that. So I'm gonna speak to him again, and
if he calls you, he might not talk to you no more. He hung up on you.
Nah, he didn't hang up on me. He just I noticed the difference of when the way the phone call ended. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Is I'm trying to help him through. When I talked to him a few times, and I was telling him. Number one, because he every time he was saying that he was talking to somebody, I'm like, yo, you can't talk about it. Don't talk about your case to no one. If it ain't your lawyer, if it ain't somebody on the phone that you know or whatever,
right? Don't talk to him.
You know who he's friends with? Because it said in the post, he said he's friends with the dudes that just killed the cop in Queens. That was his neighbors, and he's also friend with a drug dealer who cut off somebody's head.
What?
Yeah. They said those are who he said they're nice guys. That's what he said. That's what they said in the article. I see the article. He said that they're nice guys. So, and when you think that the Post is trying to help you, they also hurt you.
The Post has always been outlet for. Like
they said that they said in the article that they think that he's a nice guy that because he stood on truth. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you're going to be anti-cop. You're in there for shooting a cop. You know what I'm saying? So, you already, they can already gauge what their life is going to look like for the rest of their life. They're not getting out.
Steve needs to work on everything that he wants to right now. And when he gets out, he needs to be thinking about what he needs to have his plan together. next
want to
year.
go see him sometime this summer. I'm saying probably next month. I want to go see him. I want to tell him, I want to be real with him. I want to tell him that because what I'm hearing now, what we're talking about now, is almost like a selfishness there. You know what I'm saying? Like you just worried about you getting out, and you're not worried about his son needs help. His wife needs help. He has not mentioned them that one time.
And the dad is hurt too, right?
In the hospital. His father's in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So and he can't come out and fix none of that right now.
Helpless, man.
He has to work on his. Remember we talked about the emotional plan. He has to work on that emotional plan. He doesn't have that emotional plan yet. He's thinking about the physical plan, the release. And I'm not trying to get him to rush this summer. You can't rush this summer, bro. I want to enjoy this summer.
Don't rush our summer.
They don't rush our summer.
I didn't do it.
All right, yeah.
We got swimming. You know what I'm saying? All summer. We got swim meet Wednesday. You saw. I showed you what the other day. I showed you the other day with that swim meet, with the facility it looks like. We're going to another one, the private park that you can't even. If we walked around, tried to even walk in that park, we getting arrested. Like it's a bunch of hidden stuff out here. Oh, so with that dog.
Somebody at the door. It's probably a bird or something.
Yeah, but yeah, we got stuff going on. Tim, what up? Good morning.
Shut up.
What's the 5-year plan, Tim? What you look like, man, in the next few years?
As Mr. Clientele?
Yeah, my clientele. 67.
Yo, what is that bell thing keep going off?
That ring thing?
So any type of so that's like the tenant leaving. Any type of motion that's going on around my house, the chimes come off. Come on. I don't really need it, but it's there. Very tenant leaving.
Figure out your plan, guys. Everybody, figure out what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
Just plant seeds. Just plant the seeds so people can water.
I would like somebody like Tim to come on and tell me what his plan is.
Right.
I would love to know what Tim's plan. Like I would like to hear other people tell us so we could be inspired by their planning.
Right.
And also inspirational towards their planning and maybe supportive. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that I would like more support. You know what I mean? I would like and when I say support, I'm not talking about validation. I don't just say, yeah. I want resources. I want you to tell me, how can I get to this?
Right.
How can I get this property? Like, I can rent it out to college students. Like, if I had, can I do it with $50,000 right now? Can I do it with that? You know what I'm saying? Can I accomplish what we just talked about with $50K right now?
Definitely can. You definitely can.
If that's the case, then we should talk offline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I will liquidate everything I got and start over. Just to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I say liquidate, I'm trying to this extra car and you know what I'm saying? Like I put it up because I can take the Long Island Road to work right now. I don't need it right now. I'm looking to do more things. I'm looking to go all electric. You know what I'm saying? My next car is going to be electric.
See, One Sound Entertainment said, yes, you can. He is currently building like rental space for people, you know, where you can go and be on your a mini vacation, things like that in Georgia. You know,
Airbnbs?
Kind of like that, yeah. But he's getting property so he can do these things and show people a good time and give them something where they can relax and get away from everybody. So that's what he's working on. So
that's what we're trying to create here, like this environment. Like I used to call it map land. You know what I'm saying? Where you can come and play basketball, jump on the trampoline, hibachi grill, swim. You know what I'm saying? Bouncy house. You know, like want to create this experience where you pay.
Right. You gotta pay.
You gotta pay.
can't not pay for nothing. You're just gonna do it. Yep. That's what and battle. That's battle. Battle from around the way. Another person you don't know. Another person. But he actually has a he bought a 1 bedroom. It was 1 bedroom suite. Just say it's a suite. And he added a pool, got a deck built, added a pool, a small pool where about 5 people could fit in, anywhere between 5 and 7 people, and you can rent it out for the weekend. Do what you want. That's privacy fence and everything.
You probably got it in a place where the climate is not bad, so
it's in Georgia.
Longer stretches of good weather.
It's in Georgia. It's out here.
Yeah, it gets cold in the winter.
Yeah, but it don't get crazy cold. They don't like. We was just that's funny. We was just talking about that the other day, and one of my homeboys, he's from Harlem, but he lives here. He was just like, "Yo, a coat." And the last time I bought a coat, like we never have to. It might get to like 26 degrees 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It's not even battle. Tap in, battle. You commenting? Tap in, B.
I don't see nothing this time. Maybe because I don't follow him. I don't know why I can't see.
Winter is my busiest time because the pool goes up to 110 degrees. So you can just.
He got the heated pool.
Right. So you can hang out, hang around. It does get cold here. Don't like get it twisted, but we don't ever have to like layer up like long johns and all that stuff. Nah. Get a scarf, and then nobody's ever hanging out outside like home. More like in New York, I say home, but in New York, most people are just outside moving around. We get in the car and go to a destination and go inside. Like it's not like that. It's a little different. And I don't get it twisted. Like people in parks and stuff like that, but just to be like hanging out outside, nobody's really. It sounds kind of bugged out, but don't let me paint the wrong picture. So, yeah, Battle got some good things going, man. So rent and helping people out, renting and getting them a place, there's a lot. I'm surprised, Prince, that you wouldn't have something for like a transition home or something like that. I'm kind of surprised you don't have something like that.
I thought about that.
Very lucrative. It's very lucrative too.
Yeah, but those are like a really, really big headache too. Because a lot come with that.
Especially up here. So many red tapes you gotta follow, and
and then
it's like living different, like
yeah.
And then
it's not like in the South where you get it done, get your tenants in there, like city wants you to have all of these different things.
Yo, Battle.
What up?
What's good?
What's good with you?
Nah, I'm chilling.
What's happening, my brother?
All right.
Hey, I just wanted to drop in. So the company that got those tiny houses, the dude hit me up the other day. They got 4 repos available for $30,000 a piece. I looked at them. All they need to do is be painted. Only reason why I didn't scoop them up is because I need land. I need more space to store them for right now. But it's a good situation. It's a winning situation.
The ones that as one like
So
how you bought
house that you just grab and put it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like the one you bought.
Yeah, it's the same style as the one that I got.
And you said they were repossessed.
Yeah, they was repossessed. Yeah, they was repossessed. So they cost 50, but they let them go for 30.
Wow.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They 36 feet long by 12 foot wide.
Yeah, you can put one there, Prince.
So Battle, while you on, kind of tell everybody what you got going on. Some of what you have going on. What's your plan?
Well, the next one we working on it right now. But the staycations. I picked up on all of that during COVID. how we was in the house, and then some people was like finding like little resorts and stuff to go in the mountains, and people in New York was going to the Poconos and stuff like that. But I was like, yo, you could find somewhere that's like the majority of my clients, they live 10 minutes away. Like they're like, yo, I just want to get away from the kids for a night or something like that, and it stays booked because I have a pool spa. It's not a regular pool. It's a 15-foot pool spa where it got waves and you can swim in it. And
that endless pool?
Huh?
The endless pool, like
it's an endless pool. Mm-hmm. So the pool costs bread. The pool costs bread, but that's what draws people. Yeah. That's what really brings. But the pool goes up to 110 degrees. So during the winter, like I didn't think the winter was going to be popping the way that it did, and the winter is really popping. So the one that we working on right now sleeps 12 people, and I mean that one is like, yo, you can walk around naked, you can do whatever you want to do, because people want privacy. People want to, like, you can't go to a hotel. A lot of people, how when you go out, go to a hotel and you see somebody sitting outside the hotel smoking. It may not be weed, but they might just be smoking a cigarette or something like that. And how funny they look sitting outside the hotel smoking.
Yeah.
So I even attract those people that want to go to a hotel and sit outside and smoke a cigar.
Oh, so right. So there's no rules. All those rules.
Not the same rules, and people sit out there people sit by the pool with no clothes on and everything because they don't have the same, they got the privacy. Yep. They got the privacy. So once I figured that that's what people are looking for, I was like, yo, we need more of those. So that's why this one that I'm working on now, it sleeps 12. So if you want to have a family get together, or I get hit up about a lot of like girls' nights and just families wanting to get together and stuff like that. They hit me up about that all the time. And so I was like, yeah, it would be cool to have an event space that you could spend the night at. And that's pretty much what it is. The event space that you can spend the night at, and people love it. And it's, yeah.
That's the one you showed me.
Which one?
I love that idea.
The new property, the new property that you was gonna put a bid on.
The one that's in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's gonna be crazy because you gotta drive 3/4 of a mile off of the main road to even get to it. It's like you driving through the woods, and that one is gonna be crazy.
So that's not the 12. That's not the 12 sleeper.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's the one that sleeps 12.
Right. So that's what the Battle and I talk all the time about. I can't cut your hair Wednesday. I ain't gonna have time.
I gotta go. I got some big stuff. I gotta go out of town on Thursday.
You gotta leave early?
Yeah. Maybe Tuesday or something. Like, yo.
All right, we'll talk. We'll figure it out. So we always talk about entrepreneurship. Battle is an entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur. He actually did work in the police force out here, and then got out of that.
I worked in the maximum security prison.
Okay, got out of there.
Mental health.
So you said them houses are called mini houses. What are they called?
Tiny houses.
Tiny houses, and they would. So you got to pick them up on a trailer, and like, can you
pay a company? You pay a company to transport it for you.
And how far would they bring them?
It's all about how much you got to pay them per mile. But your biggest issue is probably going to be them connecting to the sewer.
Yeah, I was just curious.
That's probably going to be your biggest issue, because first of all, will the local government let you do that?
Yeah.
That's one thing. Well, they let you do it because you got to get a permit to connect to the sewer. See, out here we got septic tanks, so it's a little bit easier. But connecting to the sewer, if you're going to do it like behind your house, the water line is easy. The water line and the electricity should be relatively easy. But
so to your point is what's the best option?
It's buy some land and do it there.
Like even if you did a PA, you bought property in PA, which is close to New York, you would be able to do something like that.
Check the zoning. You have to check the zoning of the area where you have the land. You have to check the zoning to see if they allow something like that in the area, because some places will allow it just to be separate. And you have other places that it has to be an ADU. And an ADU is an additional dwelling unit. So what that is like, say somebody got a pool house or
garage. Could be a garage.
A garage. Behind their house.
Shed.
It's like whatever. Some places allow, so you would have to fall under that rule if the zoning says you can have an ADU. See what I'm talking about?
I love the idea, but I just think that they're gonna work for me here because they're so strict in Suffolk County with the laws, and like, you know, add another property. We can build up. If you talk about bringing another house, they're gonna give you a hassle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, technically, it doesn't. It don't. It ain't because it falls under that you having an RV, like you park in an RV.
Wow.
It's not like you building into the ground or anything like that. It's on wheels. So it's just like you got an RV in your yard. But the other things like the utilities and everything, that's what you have to connect.
All right. Clay, you don't know Battle. You don't know Clay. You might know Clay. You might know him.
Yeah, I've been going since I was 17. So yeah. There's a lot of people that I'd be like, yo.
He was always in the park.
You can't say we don't know people from Queens. He's not from Queens. You from down south, Mike. You ain't from Queens. You from down south.
Well, how does everybody in Queens know?
Longer than Mike.
He's from down south though. That's what I'm saying. Yo. Every time somebody come on, I don't know them. Of course, I don't know them. I've been in Queens. Matter of fact, I've been in upstate New York. Ask me, do I know somebody from up north? Then I know them.
I know that. I'm saying, Clay, when you was a kid, Clay was in the park. That's what I'm saying. But you went to 140. You wasn't in St. Albans with us.
Oh, okay. My brother Clay, but we definitely appreciate your wisdom that you brought this morning, man. That's something that's. I'm really going to go back and have a conversation about, because I like the idea of having like a one-bedroom suite.
It looks like a trailer. It looks like a trailer.
I'm talking about what he got with the pool.
That's what I'm telling you.
I built all of that.
It was it was like a trailer, and then he built a deck. He put the pool out there. We moved the pool. We went there and did that joint.
We had to move it by hand. The pool's like 3,000 pounds, and I had to call up a whole crew of people, and we moved it with pipes like Egyptians and shit.
Yeah, we moved it.
It's in the ground.
It's like yours.
But it's 4 feet high. It's like a just think of a jacuzzi. But it's 15 feet long.
Right. So if you built a deck around your pool, Matt, that people could walk around or not just be sitting up like that, where you can see how you got the deck on there, but it's around it.
All the way around it.
Yeah, if you had it all the way around, you wouldn't think that. But Clay, Battle, what's the link? I'll get the link from Battle and send it to you, Clay. But Clay,
Battle, how do you get since we here? Like you,
I ain't hear what you said.
Like
Prince, your phone is freezing up.
Yeah, I can't hear what you said.
Yeah. Why don't you work on your Wi-Fi?
I never had this type of.
You have what?
it's like little dust particles on top. The filter is not filtering it. I don't know what's going on with it, man.
So it's another thing. It's like they got these things that I don't know. They float, and you put them in the pool, and you put mine. I found out the best way to do it is to wash it with baking soda. You wash it with baking soda, it'll make the pool real clear, and wash your filters with baking soda. It'll make the pool real clear, and but they have these things. These pods that float around in the water that cleans that thing that what you're talking about. It cleans it out.
What do you mean? Wash what with baking soda?
The filters. That you gotta pull the filter out and clean your filters.
Yeah. You've been cleaning your
filters? You don't clean your filters?
Bro, you ain't been cleaning the filters?
No.
Yeah. No, that's what I did. Mine's is sand. I gotta change the sand, but I don't gotta change the sand every year.
But it only got the other thing that the sand go through. It's like a I don't know. It looked like it's. I think those things are made out of cotton. That it goes through before it gets to the sand.
It should have two. One where the water is going in, and one where the water is coming out.
Underneath that twists off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll clean that out periodically. I'm gonna take it off today.
Yeah, you gotta clean that out more than
clean with baking soda.
What are those pods called that float on the top? What are those called? I'm going to get that.
I don't know what they call. They like these little floaty things, and all they do is just float around freely, and it cleans out everything on top of the pool.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm glad Mike got you on. I'm glad somebody with some purpose, some juiciness came on this morning. Thank you, brother.
No problem. No. But yo, that baking soda make a big difference, bro. It make a big difference. Like I'm mad it took me so long to figure it out.
Sand, bro. Yeah, I don't want to change that sand. Changing that sand and that thing, that shit is crazy, man. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work, and it's just me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it works. It works. But yeah, fellas, I got some work I gotta do. But yo, let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need anything, and then I still hit me up about some more repos. So if you want to do it on that land in PA, because I'm gonna scoop 2 of them from them. I'm probably gonna buy 2 of them from like tomorrow. And because all they need to do is be painted.
What's the link, Battle? What's the link to it? You got it?
You said the link?
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
What's your name on Instagram, bro?
One Sound and ENT.
Battle's he's a wedding DJ. He's a DJ, but he got his millions being a wedding DJ.
All right, Mike, can you just send me his profile? Because since I'm not following it, it's not popping up, man.
I'll send it to you. Battle did Draymond Green's wedding. Did you know that?
That's why Draymond Green is the way he is now. That music was terrible.
Oh shit.
That's dope. That's dope right there. He's doing good on TNT, bro. He's actually doing good. You know what I'm saying? He's actually doing real good. He's fitting with them good up there.
Yeah, he's doing real good.
Yep, we gotta stay connected, Clay. We stay connected, man. That's how we build. That's what the whole platform is for. This right here is one example.
All right, fellas, y'all be easy.
All right, Battle.
All right, peace out, brother. Nice meeting you, man. Have a good
nice meeting you, fellas. Nice meeting you.
Word.
Yep, that's what we're about.
Good, Mike.
That's what it's been about. And to see it coming into fruition is the greatest feeling. I keep saying we get that little small percentage of us, man. We could have some stuff. We can have some stuff, brother.
Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna head over to the food store now. I wonder if any barbershops gonna be open today. I need a haircut, bro.
You know, Tim and them is open every day.
Nah, they might not be open today.
Yeah, right.
might not be open today, buddy. Everybody will celebrate Memorial Day, though.
There you go, brother. It's right there.
What, you sent it to me?
No, I just posted. Clay, when he sent me that link, I'm gonna send it over to you. But I'm sure it's where you are. It's plenty of those people that are delivering right there because it looks like it just looks like a trailer park house. It looks like that.
Yeah. And we had one of those in the 90s in North Carolina. Yeah, the double wide trailers like they bought to the land.
And then he did that, and you got property, man. You can get a few of those on. You good?
You connect electricity, and it's go. It's already. They got dealerships for them shits.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good work.
Yo, I got 2% on here, man. I'll speak to y'all later on.
All right.
Work done myself. All right.
I'm about to go to it, get to it myself too, man. Yo, it's been real. Peace and love, man. Tomorrow, I'll see y'all in the morning. We rock and roll. Once again, man. Hey, everybody think about what y'all got going on and bring it to the platform. So let's kick it and talk about it and get some things done. We're gonna help each other out. So, yo, on the way out, Prince. On the way out.
We should have 5-year plan week.
Yeah. Prince, on the way out, man, give a good word because you stopped. I don't know why you don't do that anymore. Yo, you don't want to say what you used to say?
My thing is that I've been like very hard on just showing up, man, just being present in the moment because you never know, you know what I'm saying? And being your best self, best representation of you, knowing what that is and being consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been like, keep showing up, man. You know what I'm saying? Represent who you are and being the best version of yourself. And, you know, doors is going to open, man. Like, there's some things that's going to happen in the future that's going to change a lot of lives.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So keep showing up.
Keep showing up.
L, what you got, L?
I don't know, just try to accomplish something every day.
Yes, sir.
Big or
that's what's up, man.
Try to accomplish something every day. Get up, think about something that you want to accomplish today, and hopefully you retire to something bigger. If it's something bigger that you want to accomplish in a year or 5 years, break that down and accomplish a small part of it each day.
That's what's up.
Love it. I love it.
All right, well, peace and love, everybody, man. Persistence always overcomes resistance. Keep going. Don't stop. And just like L said, get up with something on your mind and be progressive. That's it.
Yep.
Planting seeds over
peace,
here.
Brothers.
Peace and love.
Oh.
Peace, TikTok. Peace. See y'all later, man.